What's up, everybody? NJ Sweat's back. We're back for week 1 of the NFL. You guys thought it wasn't going to happen. You fucking Corona bros.
Chill.
You thought the NFL wasn't going to happen, but it's happening. And we got those locks for week 1.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just like our MMA videos, we're going to give you 3 picks each, a parlay that we like that we're probably going to play, and underdog money line that you're going to take to the books, cash in. All right, Justin's back.
Nothing like that plus
for week
money,
1.
baby. Yep.
And I think I'm going to start us off this week, guys.
All right, let's
right.
hear it.
All
What's
right.
your first pick, Christian? What you like?
So my first pick is Jets plus 6.5.
Okay.
The over/under is taking a little bit of hit. There's rain in Buffalo this weekend, and it's going to be a low-scoring game. And I think people are just completely out on the Jets. And by the percentages, the public is betting Buffalo pretty heavily right now. Buffalo is one of the popular favorite picks, and they're getting 69% of the spread tickets. And if you guys remember week 1 last year, Jets actually led that game 16-0.
Yep.
And yeah, they choked really bad.
Dude,
and
Bills and Jets always play week 1, and Jets always cover.
Yeah, exactly.
They always find a way to cover.
I think the Jamal Adams and the Le'Veon Bell news is really making the public fade them here.
Yeah.
But like, Jets won week 15 last year versus Bills. Jets could have won week 1. Jets were 7-9 without Sam Darnold, and getting Sam Darnold back another year in the Adam Gase offense, I really think that's a lot of points for the Bills to cover.
I believe in Sam Darnold still. I haven't given up on him.
That's 6.5 with the over/under 43. I think that's a lot of points.
What about that defense, though, Christian? Because they did lose Jamal Adams, and C.J. Mosley did opt out.
C.J. Mosley is fucking a schemer. Okay, he did not play at all.
He didn't play at all last year. He got that bag too.
He did not play at all last year, really. So I can't even count him as a player on that team.
Yeah. But who do they have on defense? Is what I'm asking.
I mean,
please don't tell me Morris Claiborne is still starting.
No, their secondary is absolutely horrible. But
Tremaine Johnson.
I'm banking on in that windy, rainy weather. Josh Allen already has throwing accuracy problems. The Jets could just hold on.
Jets did upgrade their offensive line, so if they want to run the ball with Le'Veon Bell, they could do it.
And Frank Gore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Frank Gore.
Jets are having wide receiver health issues right now, but I mean, this is just a low game where I'm going to take the points.
Yeah.
All right, for my second game, I'm rolling with another. Now I'm rolling with a home dog, Atlanta Falcons versus the popular Seattle Seahawks.
Stealing my pick.
Where the hell is it at?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the game on here. I don't even know why I can't find them. All right, but anyway, Seattle's getting 71%. Yeah, Seattle's getting 71% of the tickets. The line grew from what was it? Atlanta -1.
Yeah, -1 to -2. 2.5 on some.
And Falcons play hard for Dan Quinn, and I think just like the Jets, Seattle got Jamal Adams, and I think that's getting overhyped. I mean, the safety's not going to boost up your defense that much. Seattle's defense is quite overrated. They're losing Clowney. And don't forget, Falcons got Todd Gurley. Falcons got a piece I really like, Hayden Hurst. They already got Calvin Ridley. They already got Julio Jones. And they really just can't get much worse than what they were last year. They kind of like lost their step early in the seasons and forgot who they were. And then at the end of the season, they got an upset win against the Saints, and they really like turned it around. So I'm going to take Falcons as a short dog, my +1. And for my third pick, I'm going with Los Angeles Chargers. I think this is not a fade of Joe Burrow. I think it's just a fade of the Bengals roster. Um, they have one of the worst defenses in the league and one of the worst offensive lines in the league. And this, just like I was mentioning with Justin, Von Miller got injured earlier this week, and they actually took the Denver line off the board. Another superstar player, Derwin James on the Chargers, he got injured and he might be out for the season. But instead of taking the game off the board, Chargers went from -3 to -3.5. So
Well, no, they were -3.5, and they went to -3 on some sites. I know. I was looking at MGM; they have them at 3
yeah,
now.
well, some sports books like FanDuel, they have a 3.5 still. DraftKings has a -3.
Basically, it didn't change the line.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
you got Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa, and you got those young tackles for Bengals. And I think Chargers still have a playoff roster, and I mentioned earlier in our video previous to this one that I think Chargers might have got better losing Phillip Rivers and Melvin Gordon.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
like them as a road favorite, -3.
And they have Casey Hayward and got Chris Harris, so I can't see Joe Burrow throwing much on them.
Yeah, and they got
Oh,
Jason Verrett.
listen,
They
Yeah, I
still
just
have
think
really
that
good corners.
defense wins that. I like that pick.
Mhm.
could be a high-scoring affair, though.
Mm,
Don't sleep on this Bengals offense.
I don't know.
Bengals have one of the slowest linebacking cores versus Austin Eckler and
Oh
Justin
yeah,
Jackson.
Eckler's
Yeah.
gonna eat.
Mhm.
Eckler's definitely gonna eat.
All right, who's next?
I can go next.
Save the best
Uh,
for last because I got
yeah.
you.
I'm gonna start us off on Sunday night football game. Highly anticipated. We got the Rams and the Cowboys. I'm gonna take the under 49.5, I believe it is.
Is that something?
I think so. Let's see.
I got 50.5, 51.5 currently.
Yeah. All right. FanDuel 51.5. Yeah. I'll take that
Yeah, I like under that.
a lot. I like fading the over in that's I guess a model. I like fading the over in these in national games, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, sometimes Thursday Night Football. I think a lot of people probably hammer the over, especially when you got two teams that have high expectations on offense, and the Cowboys and the Rams. Little contrarian bet right here. And then another reason is because season opener, no preseason. You don't know what kind of shape these guys are in. Might be a slow start. Defense could shine in the first half, maybe find their legs in the second half. But it seems like a high over for, but could end up being a defensive battle. And then there's some sharp action on the under as well. 27% of the tickets on the under, while 84% of the money is
Whoa.
on the under.
That's heavy sharp.
Yeah, that's very indicative of some sharp action. So I'll take that under. I'll put like 2 units, maybe 3 units on it. I'll update that later. Second pick, I'm still deciding on this one up until this point right here. But you know what? I'm gonna take the Lions over the Bears. Right now on FanDuel it's -3. I'd rather buy it down to -2.5, maybe money line, but just for let's see. I guess like 2.5 would probably be like -115, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, what's
Um,
the money like? -150? That ain't bad.
Yeah. I think they win this game. I'm fading Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, and I think this is one of the hardest games of the week to actually cap and bet.
Yeah, that's why I'm flip flopping on it over and over again. Like it really comes down to what you think of Mitchell, and it's either he won the quarterback competition against Nick Foles, but does he just revert back to old Mitchell Trubisky after winning the quarterback competition? Does he settle in here?
Yeah. And also, Lions always start off good. They start off hot every year. Last year, what were they 4-0?
4-1,
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah.
They got a big win against the Eagles, right?
Yeah, on the road.
That's
I know
true.
that.
And I also kind of look at the Lions roster. I don't think the Lions got worse.
DeAndre Swift.
They got like 8 running backs there now.
Yep.
Yeah, they usually pick up the Patriots odds and ends, right?
They got all those Patriots like
Kyle Van Noy.
Jamie
No,
Collins.
he's on Miami now.
Yeah.
About Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers. They got him last year.
Duron Harmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Patriots like
Lost Slay.
And then the
They drafted
cornerback
Jeff
from Ohio
Okudah.
State. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the roster's still intact, and there's some continuity there with Matt Patricia getting some Patriots players, keeping a lot of the roster intact. I like that a lot compared to the Bears, who I guess they got the same roster too. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Mitchell, fade him. Put one unit on that. And for my third pick, I'm pulling a little something right here. Going with the Patriots. Minus 6.5.
Taking the 6.5.
Taking the 6.5. I'm taking the spread here.
You believe in Cam?
I believe in this gnome right here. This used to be
Cam we
Gnome
trust.
Brady. It's Cam Nometon now.
Cam Newton.
Put him right here. I'm putting him right
Let's
next
go.
to Nate Diaz from now on. There's a lot, Dolphins, they might be trendy here.
Definitely.
I see a lot, big money on them coming in, it looks like. But week 1 here, Patriots got something to prove right now. Cam Newton's got something to prove. Bill Belichick's got something to prove.
Yep.
And every divisional game is going to be important to a team that still thinks they can win that division, still thinks they can win the AFC, still thinks they can win the Super Bowl.
And don't forget that Week 17 fiasco.
That's true. Bill Belichick remembers that. And then you get a season where, once again, like no preseason, no intra-squad practices or joint practices. They've only seen each other. I trust Bill Belichick more than Brian Flores to have this team ready to go against different competition.
In Foxborough too.
In Foxborough, they're going to be pumping Crazy Train through the stadium the entire time. So, I put 2 units on that. I like that a lot. Really talked myself into that right there. But those are my 3 picks.
That's the 3. All right. Let me start off now with mine. I just want to say that I like we talk about all these picks before. I like all Christian's picks. I like all Joey's picks. Obviously, Christian took mine because I picked Falcons over and Seattle under. So I did like Falcons week 1. But I got 3 different ones. I'm not even worried about it. I got picks that I really like. And I'm going to start you guys off with the NFL 2020 season opener. Kansas City versus Houston, and I'm taking the Texans plus 9.5, and I'm running with it, baby. I love this pick because I feel like people are sleeping on the Texans. I think I said it last week. Their receiving core is fine. They lost DeAndre Hopkins. 9.5 points, that's a lot. Sharps hit the 10.5, but I'm fine with the 9.5. That was also the exact same line that Titans beat the Ravens in last year in the playoffs. So if you want to put a little bit on outright, I would say like 0.5 units on the outright and then maybe like 3 on a plus 9.5. That's probably what I'm going to do. Like that pick a lot. So second pick. All right, I'm going to take you guys to the Monday night game for my second pick because I like this pick a lot also. And that's going to be the Denver Broncos. So they obviously opened up -3, and now with Von Miller injured, well, even before he got hurt, the line was dropping. Like, what was the line before he got hurt? 1.5?
Well, it opened up as Denver -1.
Oh, they were Denver -1. I thought they were like up like 3 or something. But so they flipped the gate. The line flipped the gate. The Titans are now -2, 2.5. Some books. I don't think that Von Miller is that much of a factor. Not saying he's not good. Last year he had like 8 sacks I was looking at. But he's definitely getting double teamed. He's definitely causing like havoc on the offensive line. But I like their new pickups. Melvin Gordon, they're going to run the ball. They got Jarrell Casey on the end, revenge game, like Christian was saying earlier to me.
True.
He's a run stuffer, so if you can stop the run, you got a good chance of beating the Titans team because that's what they revolve around. Derrick Henry running for fucking 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. But they also won 16-0 last year. Now Mariota was starting, but Ryan Tannehill came in later in the game and he still couldn't put up any points. So Denver Broncos was my second pick. Now my third pick, we're gonna come back to Sunday. I think I'm going to go with the Sunday night game, big game got to talk about, Dallas versus Rams. I'm liking Dallas money line. I wouldn't lay the 3 with them just because field goal is kind of a lot, especially on the road, opening up in Grand New Stadium. But I do like Dallas money line. They blew them out last time they played by like 40 points. It wasn't even a close game. And like, Rams are a heavy public team, as so are Cowboys, obviously. But I'm looking at the percentages, and Rams have 53% of the money on them for the money line. So they're getting bet more than the Cowboys are on the money line. Yeah, I mean, Zeke, CeeDee Lamb, fucking Amari Cooper. Who's probably going to have Jalen Ramsey on him. Just got paid.
One thing about that Denver game is Brad Chubb is on a snap count.
Okay, Bradley Chubb's on a snap count. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, like, whether it was Denver -2 or Titans -2, is that line really that different? I don't see like that big of a swing right there. I'm taking Denver. Definitely.
I think it's really weird the fact that you have like the AFC, a team that was close to making the Super Bowl last year, to a team with the Broncos who have all this like turnover. Like,
yeah,
that's
and
weird.
what they opened? They opened up +2.
Yeah,
and people were betting Titans. People were betting Titans no matter what, right?
yeah. I mean,
So then the Von Miller news comes out. The line flips the gate because it doesn't matter. Titans were getting bet anyway, with or without Von Miller, they were getting bet. This line, I'm telling you, that line change means nothing. It's just better odds now for us. We got them +2. I'll take that too. I'm fine with that. So one of my picks, I said Texans +9.5, Denver +2, and then
Dallas.
Cowboys money line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go one more because Dallas money line, I would say 1 unit on that. All right, so this pick, I mean, some people are gonna like it, some people aren't. But Vikings -2.5. Now,
I like it.
how is Green Bay opening up as 2.5-point underdogs? Well, 3-point underdogs they opened up, and they went 13-3 and made it to the NFC Conference
They're a
Championship.
fraudulent 13-3 team, and you know that.
Yeah, but 13-3, Christian, that's a lot of wins. That's a good ass record. Like, I think that was.
I think Vikings have the better roster, and I mean, Packers wide receivers are just embarrassing.
Yeah, well, Devontae Adams definitely one of the best in the league, but I'm gonna say Vikings, even though they just said Danielle Hunter's out, which I don't like that at all.
Yeah, but they got Ngakwe now.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
but obviously Danielle Hunter's a big loss for him. But yeah, Vikings. That's just something that, like, I mean, I obviously could see Packers winning, but I just like the line on that a lot. I think you could take Vikings money line. They lost Diggs. They got Justin Jefferson. They got Adam Thielen. Dalvin Cook just gonna run all over them. I mean, Packers opening up underdog, just a real in line for the squares. Take the Vikings.
Yeah, it looks like
on that.
the squares are all over the Packers. 62% of the bets, 73% of the money.
Yeah, we got a little pro Joe action on that one. So there's some sharp play on Minnesota. Yeah, some sharp play on Minnesota money line, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, ready for the parlays?
Yep,
I'm ready.
All right, I'll start us off. My parlay is Saints money line. Saints game is pros versus Joes. Pros on Saints, Joes on Tampa. Public just really likes Tampa with all their new toys.
I'm not betting that game.
What?
I'm not betting that game.
Leonard Fournette recently. One thing I just read up on is Mike Evans is a game time decision. But
Mhm.
the matchup that I really like for the Saints is Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders versus that Tampa Bay secondary. They were one of the worst secondaries in the league last year. And, I mean, they did upgrade it with Antoine Winfield Jr., but he's a 5'9" safety.
Rookie.
I don't think Michael Thomas and Jared Cook are really worried about him. So minus 182 on their money line. Chargers, I talked about it earlier, minus 165 on their money line. And Colts. I really like what the Colts did this offseason. They had a really good draft. And Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor, I just really don't think Jags defense is going to stop them all day. And I'm not the biggest Phil Rivers fan, but he only needs to throw the ball about 12 times this game, and they'll still win. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over, Colts would run it down their throat, and they'll get the win easily. So those three, Colts are minus 400. Those three combined is plus 212.
All right, I like that. I like how you talked about the Bucs Saints too, because we didn't talk about that. That's gonna be a huge game, and I think we all here like the Saints in that one. But that's just something that I'm probably not touching.
I don't know. I'd like to see how Tom's doing before that game gets.
Yeah,
Or I
that's what I'm
start betting
saying.
that team. I'll go with my parlay. So I did a little bit of a square parlay here. I'm gonna go Niners money line. Veteran team come off Super Bowl loss. Arizona's a trendy underdog pick as well. I don't think they're going to lose this game, especially when you see that high expectations in Arizona. Niners still -7. Give me Niners money line all day. Panthers plus 14.5. You got Teddy Bridgewater in Carolina with Matt Rule. He's not a bad quarterback. I personally kind of always underestimate him. He always comes out and covers.
Teddy Bridgewater is against the spread god.
He is. He's covered Teddy. I bet I bought all the way up to 14.5 on the Panthers and also like Vegas, like I don't know.
What is that? 14.5. Has to be like -3 something.
I think it was like
1,000.
I think it was like minus 550
Oh.
straight up. Like,
Something to throw in. I mean, it's probably gonna cover, you know.
yeah. And then I threw in bought the Rams Dallas under from 51 to 63.5. And I got
like
even.
that.
Yeah. So I went minus 111 right there. So I feel like all those won't be sweating that one out, hopefully.
Yep. All right, I'm trying to figure out the odds on mine right now, but I'm gonna tell you the teams. I'm gonna start it off with the Thursday night game, like I said, Texans. I'm gonna get them up to 10.5 though. I just want to say that everybody has Chiefs money line in a parlay that's gonna drag into Sunday, and that'd be
Yeah.
huge for the books if they just wipe out that money line, especially the teasers. The teaser's gonna be like -3.5. So Texans, you could if you want to take Texans plus 3.5. That'd be a really good bet. I think. Let me check that odds for you guys real quick. 3.5. Where's alternate spread? 3.5 is going to be plus 185. I like that a lot. It's almost plus 200. But I'm going to go Texans 10.5. I'm going to throw in my Colts money line. There's no way in hell they're losing. I don't care. They were saying bad weather for the game. Jags just got fucking rid of Fournette. They got no running back. They got nobody. We just got fucking Wisconsin Jonathan Taylor. Beast. We got Marlon Mack. Beast. Philip Rivers dump off Naheem Hines. It's going to be a blowout. They're going to win by 40. You could take a -7.5, but you just got to be careful with that because I don't like that line, especially when people are on the road. But just take the money line, throw them in the parlay. So Texans plus 10.5, Colts money line, and then I'm going to throw in a plus game just to up the juice. I'm going to get Falcons ML. If you want, you could do 3.5, but I think they're going to win outright. So I'm just going to throw an ML in there. So that's my 3-teamer, and that's plus 380 odds.
Oh, yeah. You guys got way better odds than I did.
Yeah, we got some plus for you guys.
Bro, I
And
honestly want to give them like a plus like 2,000 odds that like I will like because like I'm really feeling so. This is how I feel about the 425 games. I feel that every 425 games the favorite's going to win. I think that we have a lot of underdog upsets, not even upsets but covers in the 1 o'clock games. So I'm going to test something out real quick because I'm probably going to bet this once if I'm up on my 1 o'clock games. Definitely betting this for the 425. Probably carry it into Monday. I'm going to go Chargers ML, 49ers ML, Saints ML, Cowboys ML, and then I'm going to go Giants. I'm going to take the points with the Giants. Let me tell you why. I know Christian. Christian, look at the background. You got the fucking Steelers. Big Ben shredded his elbow. He lost some weight. I mean, good for him. He looked like shit with that beard. He hasn't played football in a year. And they're giving this man 6 points. I get it. You got to respect the defense. They did play good last year. But they're giving this man 6 points. Did you see the interview today? He said he's going to be shaking like a fucking butterfly out there or something. He's shook. Giants, they got to send pressure at him. You know what he's going to do? Turn the fucking ball
it
over.
was a Castro out too.
Get to cash her out. They got to give pressure on him. That's going to be the key right there. I'm going to throw Giants plus 10.5 in there just to get
I like
just
the
to
Giants.
go roll cover. That's minus 210. Throw it in there. And then I'm going to go with my Denver Broncos money line. That's 16 if you're counting. Plus 1,585 odds. So if you put 100 on it to win 1,584. I'm going to run that back real quick. And this is if you comp with the 1 o'clock games and Thursday games. Chargers, money line, Niners, money line, Saints, money line, Cowboys, money line, and then Giants, 10.5, and Denver, money line. And they're out of there for now.
Mega parlay.
All right.
I also like just to throw in there like week 1, like I'm really buying into the fact that none of these it's going to be injuries galore. Like none of these teams are going to be ready. I feel like we could see some upsets.
All right.
1
Speaking
o'clock, I have
about
a lot on there.
upsets, we're gonna give you guys our underdog pick outright. And mine is, I was thinking about two. I was thinking about the Washington football team, and I was thinking about the Jets. And I think I'm gonna go with the Jets. I really just believe in Adam Gase, sadly. No, I'm kidding. But it's just a really close. These teams are just really closer than what the line says. I mean, the Bills had the easiest schedule last year. I think they versed like 2 over 500 teams. Um, they
Yeah,
added,
they played one over 500 team, and the second one was the Texans in the playoffs, which they lost.
yeah. I mean, the
I know that.
Jets were up 16. Like I said, they won the second matchup. Uh, the Jets just played. They played hard football and just don't give up on Sam Darnold yet. They upgraded the offensive line for him. They spent their number 1 draft pick on it, an offensive lineman. They're just going to pound the ball and play defense. And the part that they need to worry about is their secondary, and the weather's going to help them in that department. So plus 210 to 225 I'm looking at. And
Plus 240 money line.
oh, really? It's up?
Yeah.
Well, I guess plus 240. I think mix that in with your spread ticket, and you should be good.
What you could do, let's say something that you do a lot, Christian, is that you could take the Jets with like extra points, like 10.5 or something. Put like a majority of your money on that, and then go ahead and get the 240 for smaller, just to win some extra if they hit money line.
I think like of those 3 games you pointed out was like Indianapolis, Jags, Washington, Eagles, and then that game. I think that's like got the most likely upset potential right there, especially with the rain.
Definitely.
My upset, kind of hinted at it earlier. I'm gonna go Panthers. Plus 150, like half a unit. You know, I got Vegas going under 7.5 or 7.5 or 8.5, something like that wins this year. Yeah, 7.5 wins. I'll take Teddy. I'll take Teddy and Matt Rule to make a statement.
Also, that line went from -1 to -3.5. So Vegas is literally going to be one of like the biggest liabilities for the books this weekend.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that game is really close, and Vegas is actually trotting out like no receivers at all. Mike Williams is out. Um, they're starting Ruggs. I don't know how
Rookie.
much. Yeah, I don't know how much Derek Carr has a repertoire with Ruggs
Yeah.
right now. They're starting an undrafted free agent and Brian Edwards.
Edwards.
Yeah. Um,
Renfro probably getting the Waller's good. So they definitely got
Yeah.
weapons. Mike
they
Williams
got
ain't a
good
big dog.
weapons, but
Josh Jacobs.
But Panthers do too. Christian McCaffrey can easily win that game.
yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater, DJ Moore.
I think they're going to control the game the entire time. I feel like with those weapons that they have,
Yeah.
and especially the way Teddy plays.
Especially with Christian McCaffrey, fucking best running back in the league.
Yeah. Somewhat.
All right. So I was going to give you guys. So I talked about the Falcons. I like. Christian said he likes them too. I talked about Denver. Those were two underdogs that I really like. But I can't let Christian get better odds than me. Can't let him do that. He
Yeah.
got plus 240 ML for you. If that comes in, I'm going to be fucking mad. I'm telling you guys right now. Because I got the locks, and I want to give you guys the locks. So I got to up them. And I'm going with the fucking Houston Texans plus 350
Oh.
outright, baby. Let's go. We're going to start the season off right. That's what I want you guys to do. Take the spread. 5 units on the spread. I think I said 3 earlier. I'm on 5 now. 5 units on the spread. A unit on the money line. Plus 350. That's better than Christian. They're going to come in. And like I said before, that 9.5 line, it's a lot of points. So if you definitely want to take the points, you can. But don't forget, last year, Ravens minus 9.5 at home versus Titans, one of the biggest upsets. So that line, if they can win outright. Don't doubt Deshaun Watson. I would never doubt that man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
one thing I'm looking at that game is can the Texans defense get off the field on third down?
But do you really believe in the Chiefs defense that much?
No, but one thing is Brandon Cooks playing, and
Brandon Cooks or not, I don't care. David Johnson's going to be an impact. Kenny Stills already familiar with offense. He did good last year.
I hope David Johnson's an impact. I mean, they traded.
Yeah, he's going to be. That's what I'm saying. People are sleeping on. People are just like, oh, David Johnson had a bad year on the fucking 4-12 Cardinals. But I mean, that Texans trade a lot for their offensive line too. They went serious trying. Yeah, they're trying to protect Deshaun Watson. Bro, that's always what Bill O'Brien says. He wants to run the ball. They got David Johnson now. I know you guys remember what he did a couple years ago. I remember in fantasy he was getting 30 points every single week. It was the craziest thing ever. I couldn't believe it.
He said he can do it again.
He could do it again, but I honestly don't think he's going to come that crazy this week. But I do think Will Fuller catches an 80-yard bomb. If you want to plug that in, fucking quick little prop bet. Will Fuller scored a touchdown. Deshaun Watson rushing touchdown. Dude, I think they can win outright, man. I think they could. Like I said, the teaser, all the money line parlays that Chiefs are going to be in. Will Hill just tweeted that Chiefs are getting 79% of the money on money line bets. So that's my underdog, plus 350. Let's fucking go, boys. We're coming up big this week. Let's start off the fucking 2020 season right, baby. Let's go.
I'll stream the shit from Hawaii next season.
All right. Anybody else have anything else to say?
I got one more pick. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't got a pick?
Nah, Kansas City plus 101.
Oh, yeah, the DraftKings
The
special.
DraftKings boost. We're not sponsored by DraftKings yet.
Yeah,
Shout out to
one day.
DraftKings. All right, guys. That's our week 1 picks. I hope you guys watch and come back for week 2 when you're up like a little bit of money.
A lot of it of money, especially if you take that parlay we gave.
All right. NJ Sweats out.
All right. Peace out, baby.
See you.